Emotions are a normal part of daily life. We get frustrated when we're stuck in traffic, sad when we think about our loved ones, and angry when someone lets us down or hurts us. We've all felt the smouldering anger of betrayal or the icy loneliness of loss. But take a moment to picture yourself standing firm amidst the storm of emotions with a calm and peaceful soul. If there was a key to unlock the door to peace in life, would you want to grab it? Stoic theory holds the key to the answer you're looking for. Stoic thought teaches you not only how to stay away from feelings, but also how to accept and understand them so that you can deal with them without giving up who you are. I ask you to read 10 deep lessons from Stoicism. They will help you learn to control your emotions, not by struggling hard, but by understanding and accepting what is happening. You will learn to face every wave and challenge with patience and resolve if you enter the world of Stoicism. It is an intellectual adventure and an inner journey where you will find real peace and freedom in a symphony of the soul with life. Before we start lesson number 1, I want to say a few words about myself. I challenge you to watch today's video all the way through and not skip any of the lessons. Because in the pages of life, sometimes just one lesson can change the way you see things and the way you go about your life. It's a moment of enlightenment that guides your soul's journey to the shores of enlightenment and freedom. Lesson number 1. Think before you act. At times in our daily lives, we face challenges and pressures that test our strength and ability to control ourselves. Have you ever felt like you were at an emotional crossroads between the paths of rapid growth and profound contemplation? Think before you act is not only good advice, it's also a way of life when you're feeling overwhelmed by your feelings. Being wise and calm before making a choice is not only a self-controllable act, but also the first step toward real emotional control and inner peace. During his rule, Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Roman emperors and a famous Stoic philosopher, faced not only external problems like wars, pandemics, and political instability, but also internal problems and spiritual pressures. In this situation, he said, "You have control over your mind, not outside events." Seeing this will help you be strong, which is not only in line with his theory, but also an example for everyone who has to handle the stress of running a huge empire without giving up or reacting too quickly. Marcus Aurelius chose careful thought. He often asked himself what events were all about and why they happened. He was looking for inner peace rather than approval from other people. The moment he made the choice to listen to his heart and reason made him a symbol of strength and resiliency. What can we learn from Marcus Aurelius? In this busy world, how can we take a moment to think? Instead of letting your emotions run your life, take a deep breath and choose positive responses. By asking ourselves these questions, we can become more self-aware and improve ourselves, which leads to a better understanding and emotional mastery. When we make choices after thinking about them and being calm, we not only lessen the bad effects, but we also help ourselves grow and have good relationships with others. By choosing how to react, we not only shape our own lives, but we also help make the world a better place. In our fast-paced world, moving right away can often cause confusion, fights, and choices we later wish we hadn't made. Reflect before reacting is a concept that tells us to think about what we're going to say before we say it. This helps us have more thoughtful and helpful conversations. This way of dealing with things is good for both personal and business situations, where thoughtful responses can lead to better results. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to pause and breathe deeply when you are in a setting that makes you feel something. This short break can help you calm down and think more clearly by giving you time to manage your immediate responses. Look at the situation. Look at the situation without bias. You should ask yourself what happened, why you're feeling the way you are, and what might happen if you do something different. This helps you understand what's going on and how your responses might affect things. Think about the other point of view. Empathy is a very important part of thinking before moving. Try to see things from the other people's points of view. What do you think or feel they might be feeling? This can help people talk to each other in a more caring and useful way. Think about your choices. Consider the different responses and what would happen if you did them. What are the good and bad things about each choice? Think about the short and long-term effects, and try to come up with solutions that make things better. Pick and do smart things. After giving the issue some thought, pick the most helpful and appropriate response. When you act on purpose instead of on impulse, you can solve problems better and build stronger relationships. By following these steps in your daily interactions, you can make it a habit to respond with care, which will lower the chance of conflict and lead to more effective and useful conversations. Lesson number 2. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? In our daily lives, we often deal with things that make us feel very sad, like being late for work, getting harsh criticism, or forgetting an important event. These times can make us feel like the world is falling apart, leaving us with a feeling of hopelessness and no way out. That's when the question, will this matter in 5 years, becomes very important. This question can help us change how we think about things that happen in our lives and keep our minds from getting lost in the maze of short-term problems. Take a look at an example. Traffic delays cause you to be late for an important meeting. Anger and worry start to take over your mind. But if you stop and ask yourself, will this event matter in 5 years? You realize that while the current situation may be annoying, it won't have a long-term effect on your life or career. This helps you calm down and handle the situation more logically and effectively. This question makes us think about the reasons why. 5 years, why not? 2 years, 4 or 6 years? 5 years was chosen as the time frame because it's long enough to be an important time in most people's lives. Long enough for big changes to happen in everything from careers to relationships, but not too far away to help us stay realistic. Imagine and connect with it. It's a way to mental freedom that lets us question and think about the long-term worth of the things we do and decide now. Stoics teach us how to control our emotions, which not only helps us deal with problems in the present, but also helps us build a strong mental future where peace and happiness aren't shattered by short-term changes. Remember that in this long-term race, what we choose to focus on today will decide the value and quality of our lives in the future. We'd like to know, have you recently dealt with anything that made you feel overwhelmed? What would you say to the question, will this matter in 5 years? Tell us your story and deep thoughts in the comments section below. Lesson number 3. See obstacles as opportunities. Before we get into lesson 3, I want to ask you a question. When you face challenges, do you see them as burdens or opportunities? In Stoic thought, we see each challenge as both a turning point and a doorway to new realms of learning and growth. Stoic thought doesn't accept the idea of difficulty as something bad in and of itself. Every problem and obstacle is really a chance for us to grow, get better, and find our hidden strengths. This is the way to look at challenges, not as something to fight, but as something to learn how to use to your advantage. As you do this, the challenges slowly change you, like a diamond being polished. Under pressure, we are also made better by hardship and pain. This is how we not only learn to be patient, but also how to use every problem as a good opportunity to grow as people. Being able to deal with pain and keep going is not the same thing as being resilient. It means being determined to find meaning and lessons in every event. Every problem becomes a lesson and a chance to learn more about ourselves and the world around us when we look at problems with a positive attitude. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we can be happy and grow as people when we face and overcome challenges. This makes us stronger and more peaceful, and it also makes us more content with our lives. So the next time you face a problem, remember that it's a chance to learn and improve yourself. This is the Stoic lesson I want to share with you today. Stay positive and persistent, and remember that every challenge is a chance to learn and grow. Start your journey to explore control in life by taking a moment to look deeply into yourself and the world around you. Stoic philosophy teaches us that joy and happiness don't come from controlling everything, but from knowing what we can, and in these silent lessons, we'll look at the secrets of keeping your emotions in check. Lesson number 4. Understand what's in your control. Stoic thinkers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius stressed how important it is to know the difference between what we can control and what we can't. If someone wants to be free, Epictetus said, let him neither wish for nor avoid anything that depends on others. This means that even though we can't control everything that happens, we can control how we respond to it. Let us look at the story of Mark, a project manager who was used to the stress of everyday work. On a sunny day, just as the project was entering a crucial phase, the news came through like lightning. A key team member was quitting right before a very important deadline. Mark didn't lose his cool. Instead, he used the valuable lessons of Stoicism to calm down. He reminded himself that he couldn't change other people's decisions, but he could change how he responded to them. Mark didn't give up when things got tough. Instead, he put all of his energy into finding an answer, a replacement, and changes to the project plan to make sure everything kept going smoothly. Mark's story shows that when we learn to accept things we can't change and focus on what really matters, we not only stay calm, but also find good ways to solve any problem. This is a valuable lesson for you. Focus your attention and energy on what you can change and learn to accept things you can't change. By doing this, you not only overcome challenges, but also have the chance to grow every day, becoming stronger and more mature in your life and career. What do you think of this lesson? Have you ever used this idea in your work or personal life? Please share your thoughts in the area below the video. We often rush through life and forget to appreciate the little miracles that happen all around us. Life can be hard, but when it does, we can find a source of light. Gratitude. Being thankful is not only a spiritual practice, it's also the key to peace and happiness, giving us the strength to get through the storms. Understanding what you can control is a basic idea that can have a big effect on your mental health and how well you do in life. This concept, which comes from Stoic thought, says that you should focus on the things you can change and accept the things you can't. You can lower your stress, make better choices, and keep a positive attitude by telling the difference between things you can control and things you can't. Figure out which factors can be controlled and which ones can't. Things you can control include your thoughts, actions, reactions, and choices. You have direct control over these things. Things that you can't change, like other people's acts, the past, and some outside events. Realizing that you can't change these things can help you avoid getting too frustrated. Pay attention to what you do and how you react. Don't worry about what will happen or how other people will act. Instead, focus on how you act and react. Taking the initiative can lead to better and more satisfying outcomes. Accept things as they are. Accepting something doesn't mean giving up. It means being honest about things you can't change and putting your energy into how you handle them. This way of thinking can help you feel more emotionally strong and at peace. Set goals that are doable. Make goals based on what you can manage. You can control how hard you work and how well you prepare, but not how a test or job interview turns out. Setting goals that are attainable and within your control can help you stay focused and calm down. Have a growth mindset. Take on obstacles as chances to learn and grow. Know that you can't change everything that happens, but you can change how you learn and adapt. This way of thinking helps people keep getting better and be strong. You can get through life more easily and with less stress if you know and focus on the things you can change. This way of thinking not only makes your mental health better, it also makes it easier to deal with problems in a healthy way. Figure out what you can change, be smart about what you do in that area, and let go of what you can't. Lesson number 5. Practice gratitude. Have you ever wondered why some people can smile and be happy even when things are bad? The answer is gratitude. Gratitude isn't just an emotion, it's a way of life. Every day we choose to see and appreciate the good things in life, no matter how small they may be. So how do you make gratitude a part of your daily life? Every night before you go to bed, think of 3 things you're thankful for from the day. It could be a good conversation, a tasty meal, or even just a peaceful moment. This helps you end each day with a smile and start the next day with hope. Being thankful not only makes you better, but it also makes the people around you better. Focusing on the good things in life can lead to deeper relationships, better moods, and maybe even a longer life. By focusing on the good things, we can grow love and gratitude for the present while reducing our worries about the future. Try bringing the Stoic philosophy to your daily life. Start by showing thanks. I don't just mean thinking about what you're thankful for every day. I mean telling other people about it too. What are you thankful for right now? Write it down, share it with a friend, or even leave a comment below this video. This trip isn't just about finding happiness, it's also about making your life meaningful so that every day you feel spiritually better. Don't forget to share your journey. Your story might motivate other people to begin their journey. Let's raise a wave of gratitude so that everyone knows and values the true worth of life. Because in the end, happiness doesn't come from outside sources, it starts inside. Imagine that by being grateful, we open the door to freedom, where emotions and reason are equal. This isn't just a practice, it's a journey through life's storms with calmness and self-control. Are you ready to experience the freeing power of seeing the world through the lens of calmness and steadiness? Let your curiosity lead the way by liking and sharing this video to learn more about the secret of Stoic philosophy, where every step is a step forward in the race with oneself. Lesson number 6. Practice dispassion. Imagine that you have to make a big choice at work. Your co-workers are expecting a lot from you, and you're afraid that you will fail. Right now, your mind tells you to briefly put those feelings aside so you can look at everything objectively and honestly. You ask yourself, do these pressures really define my worth, or are they just outside forces that I can control? Epictetus said that what bothers us is not what we think or feel about it. This quote shows how important it is to take charge of our thoughts and feelings in every situation. Instead of letting uncontrollable events sweep us away, we can change how we see and react to the world around us. So how can we practice equanimity in our daily lives? First, try starting each day with a minute of silence to listen to your thoughts and feelings without judging them. Next, when you're in a stressed situation, take a moment to ask yourself, is this feeling good for me? Is it based on truth or just assumption? Focusing on being calm can help us become more aware and help us make good decisions without being swayed by negative emotions or a need to hurry. This process also teaches us how to live a meaningful life while lowering stress and finding deep inner peace. When we learn to look at every situation without bias, we not only get better at handling problems, but we also become more resilient and open to new experiences. Many people also call this state detachment. Dispassion is when you don't care about what other people think or feel. It means keeping an objective and fair view of life, no matter what its highs and lows are. Many philosophical and spiritual systems, such as Stoicism, Buddhism, and different types of meditation, are based on this idea. People can achieve more mental peace, clarity, and strength by practicing dispassion. Understanding how emotions work. In response to stimuli, emotions are normal and important. They tell us important things about ourselves and our surroundings. Dispassion doesn't mean hiding or ignoring your feelings. It means being able to see them without getting upset about them, getting better at being mindful, paying full attention to the present moment without judging it, is what mindfulness is all about. Mindfulness exercise helps you notice and understand your emotions as they come up, so you can react with less emotion. Getting better at emotional intelligence. Being emotionally intelligent means being able to spot, understand, and control your own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. Being self-aware and able to control your emotions are two skills that can help you practice dispassion. How to accept things as they are and let go. Acceptance means recognizing the truth of things as they are, without fighting or denying them. Letting go means letting go of attachments to results and goals, which calms down your emotions. Doing things that help you reflect. Introspection and thinking about your own ideas, actions, and experiences are part of reflection. Regularly reflecting on things like writing in a book or meditating can help you see things more clearly and with less emotion. Steps you can take to show dispassion. Daily meditation. Start meditating every day to learn how to watch your thoughts and feelings without getting attached to them. Mindful breathing. To stay calm and clear when you're feeling stressed, use mindful breathing methods. Writing in a journal. Writing in a journal can help you think about your feelings and find patterns of connection. Non-reactivity. Instead of reacting quickly, try responding to events calmly and carefully. Perspective and gratitude. To keep a balanced view, tell yourself often that experiences are temporary and practice being thankful. Practicing dispassion is a useful skill that improves your general health, mental clarity, and emotional strength. It helps people deal with the problems they face in life with calm and ease. You can develop a more calm and unbiased view of life by combining techniques like mindfulness, emotional intelligence, acceptance, and self-reflection. Lesson number 7. Keep a Stoic journal. On a journey of self-discovery and emotional control as you navigate a peaceful life, have you ever felt lost in the maze of emotions? Circulation is not only the key to self-expression, but also a way to keep up with the currents of emotion. By taking a few minutes each day to write down your thoughts, feelings, and actions, we open the door to the deepest part of our soul, where self-awareness and self-expression become the guiding lights of our growth. Philosopher Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said that using the sound of the wind to see who people really believe and what their thoughts really are is nothing like discovering yourself in the pages of a newspaper. But have you ever stopped and wondered what situations make you stop and express? Our diary is not only written in the past, it is a roadmap to the future, where in every line you write, obstacles become steps to the highest. With every word we learn to accept and transform emotions. We know the unique power within us. Change our behavior in a positive way. And let's not forget that publishing helps us appreciate the basic principle of the Stoic philosophy of life. Small things can bring deep happiness. In the storm of life, ask yourself what you are most grateful for at the end of today. Write stories about our lives using diary entries. This is not only the best way to see the inside, but also the way to open things up. So let patient journaling be your best friend on the path of personal growth and living fully in every area below. For those of you who want to join the Stoic Journal Challenge in 7 days, I want to give you a little challenge. If you accept this challenge, I dare you to start every day. 7 days later, write down your thoughts, feelings and lessons learned. Come back here and share the insights or changes. Stoic philosophy gently reminds us that we find the power to appreciate every moment, no matter how small. By accepting that life changes, we not only learn to go with the flow, but we also learn to appreciate every moment we truly appreciate, transforming them into precious treasures along our journey. Lesson number 8. Embrace impermanence. In the journey to find one's deepest self through the bright light of Stoic philosophy, the idea of embrace impermanence is not only a lesson, but also an invitation to a captivating and profound spiritual world. Permanence, while a clear aspect in many philosophical traditions, is expressed as a hymn praising the constant change of life. It's not a sad wake-up call, but a reminder to enjoy and appreciate every moment of life. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said that everything in the world disappears quickly, except for bodies. But over time, memories of bodies will fade. This statement is both an acceptance of how short life is and a call to action. It makes us think about whether we are truly appreciating each day or just existing. Impermanence teaches us that nothing lasts forever, which doesn't have to be a sad thing, but a reason to live a more meaningful life. You can find happiness in every moment if you stop seeing loss as the end and start seeing it as a part of the process of regeneration and growth. But how do we truly embrace impermanence? Start by noticing and understanding the changes that happen every day. Take some time to think about these changes and understand that just like spring comes after winter, every end is a new beginning. Have you ever had a moment where the fact that something would change helped you see how valuable it really was? We'd love to hear your ideas and opinions in the comments section below. Remember that we can't control everything, but we can choose how we deal with and accept change. Accepting that nothing stays the same isn't the only thing that it teaches us. To live a worthwhile life, cherish every moment and love without expecting anything in return. Understanding that change is the only thing that stays the same in life leads to the idea of accepting impermanence. The idea behind this comes from Buddhist thought and tells people to accept that everything changes. Realizing that everything, including people, things, feelings, and even life itself, is temporary can help you feel at peace, lessen your pain, and find joy in the present. Accepting that things change over time can help you let go of ties, handle expectations, and live a happier life. Figuring out transience. The main idea is that everything in life comes and goes. To explain, realizing that everything in life, from our feelings to our things, changes over time, helps us enjoy the present moment without holding on to it too tightly. Being more aware of this can help us value the things and people we meet more. How to let go of attachments. The main idea is that attachment causes pain. When we hold on too tightly to people or things, we set ourselves up to be let down when they change or leave. Accepting that things will change makes us more likely to enjoy what we have without getting too attached to them, which makes it easier to deal with the pain that comes with changes. Being in the present. The present is all we really have. Putting our attention on the present moment lets us fully experience life as it happens. If we don't think too much about the past or the future, we can enjoy the present more, which makes our lives richer and more fulfilling. Acceptance and the ability to change. The main idea is that change is normal and will happen. Being able to adjust better means understanding that change is a normal part of life. We can handle new situations with ease and strength instead of fear and resistance when we are flexible. How to find peace in change. Peace comes from letting go of things. By accepting that things change, we can find peace in the middle of life's constant changes. When we accept change instead of fighting it, we can stay calm and stable inside, no matter what is going on around us. Accepting that things change is a strong way of thinking that can change how we see and connect with the world. It makes us more aware of the moment, helps us enjoy it, and gives us hope for the future. Lesson number 9. Cultivate self-discipline. Self-discipline is the most strong tool you can have. Self-discipline is more than just an idea. It's a guiding light that shows the way to inner peace and outer success. But how can we develop and use it in our daily lives? Let's start by asking ourselves, am I really willing to give up short-term pleasures to reach long-term goals? Having the patience and willpower to wait. Self-discipline starts with resisting temptations, but more importantly, it needs a deep knowledge of one's values and goals. Now we come to the second question. What are my core values and the goals that are most important to me? Sergey once said, "It's not that we don't have much time left to live, we just waste a lot of it." This quote is a good lesson to keep things simple and pay attention to what's important. Self-discipline is more than just giving up material wants. It also means keeping your thoughts and actions in check and leading them toward higher goals. Developing self-discipline isn't easy. It takes dedication, persistence, and most importantly, self-awareness. By setting clear goals, figuring out our core values, and steadfastly pursuing them every day, we not only gain control over our emotions, but also work towards a fulfilling and meaningful life. Self-discipline is the key to true freedom. Freedom from the chains of negative emotions and unconscious actions. On this journey, every step is worth it and brings us closer to our best selves, even during life's storms. The key to peace and success isn't big jumps, but especially in relentless practice. Let's look at the power of the last lesson, which is an important lesson from the philosophy of self-discipline to build a meaningful and stable life. No matter how you feel physically or emotionally, self-discipline means being able to push yourself forward, stay focused, and act. It means being able to push yourself to keep working toward your goals even when you don't want to. Self-discipline is an important skill for long-term success, personal growth, and reaching goals. It can help you better manage your time, stay focused, and stop putting things off. Getting more self-disciplined takes hard work and commitment, but it makes you more productive, more in control of your emotions, and happier with your life in general. Make your goals clear. Set SMART goals, which stand for specific, measured, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objectives. To make bigger goals less scary, break them down into smaller jobs that you can handle. Writing down your goals will help you stay committed, and you should keep track of your progress often. Set up a routine. Set up daily routines that include jobs that will help you reach your goals. Set important tasks in order of importance and plan to do them when you are most effective. Routines that you stick to help you form habits that help you be self-disciplined. Learn to control yourself. Learn to wait to get what you want and say no to things that will pull you away from your goals. To stay focused and handle breaks well, use techniques like the Pomodoro method. Stay away from places and events that could make you act without thinking. Make your mind stronger. Accept challenges and see failures as chances to learn to strengthen your attitude. Mindfulness and meditation can help you better control your emotions and deal with stress. Keep a positive mood and spend time with people who are supportive and responsible. Track progress and make changes. Check in on your progress toward your goals often and make changes to your plans as needed. Think about what works and what doesn't, and then change how you do things. Honor your hard work and discipline by celebrating small wins. This will keep you inspired. Focusing on these core areas will help you become more self-disciplined, which will help you succeed in your personal and business life. Lesson number 10. Engage in constant practice. Stoic thought stresses that continuous practice is an important part of the path to finding peace and inner strength. Stoic philosophy is more than just advice. It's a way of life that leads to self-mastery and better emotional control. For example, when a Stoic practitioner fails, they see it as a chance to learn and become more resilient. With each practice, they learn to accept everything more calmly and not let their emotions get in the way of their reasoning. This constant practice helps us not only get through life's challenges, but also develop a soul that is unaffected by outside events. Have you ever asked yourself every day if you have practiced any Stoic lessons? How do you apply the principle of constant practice to your daily life? Show sincerity and determination on the path to self-improvement. Big toe. One of the great Stoic philosophers said, "It's not what happens to you that matters, but how you react to it." This saying has been used for hundreds of years to stress how important it is to control how you react to anything. Regular practice not only helps us handle our feelings better, but it also leads to a deeper knowledge of ourselves and the world around us. It takes dedication and hard work, but the reward is an unbeatable peace of mind. We just looked at 10 ancient Stoic lessons together. Each one helped us understand and control our feelings better. Stoicism is not only far-off advice, but also a light. What do you think about this topic? Your deep thoughts could be a guiding light for someone else. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Don't just watch and listen. Practice and interact to make this knowledge come alive. Like, comment, and share if you think this message needs to be spread even more. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss out on other valuable lessons. Today's small actions could have a big impact on your growth and the growth of our community as a whole. Keep watching for the next lessons shown at the end of this video. Together, we learn not only how to control our emotions, but also how to live a more meaningful, happy, and fulfilled life.